and welcome to Berwick Mitsubishi. My name is Ruby, and firstly I'd like to thank you for your inquiry on this stunning white 2017 Ford Ranger XLT with a Wild Track kit out to it. Now, starting at the front of the vehicle, you will notice we have that Wild Track grille to it with the Ranger badging on the top and the Ford badging right in the middle there. Now, it is in a almost gunmetal grey colour, just like all of the rest of the Wild Track parts to the vehicle. Now, just above the grille, you will notice we do have a smoked bonnet protector fitted to the vehicle. It does help stop any stone chips from coming up and damaging the paintwork on the bonnet and from chipping at your windscreen there. And then just down at the bottom there, we do have our colour matched front parking sensors, just to help give you an idea of where you are sitting in relation to what is in front of you and anything that you might not be able to see. Now, we do have our very large projector headlamps in this model, just to give you heaps of visibility while you are driving at night. And being the projector, they do stop any light spilling from above your sight line and where you do need the light to be. Just below, we do also have our fog lights fitted as well, just to help cut through some of that mist on those foggy mornings. Coming around to our first alloy wheel here, you do have an 18-inch fuel alloy in the black with your BF Goodrich all-terrain tyre as well. Now, you'll notice that the vehicle is sitting up a bit higher than most of the other ones. That is because we do have a Tough Dog lift kit with this vehicle as well. Now, panning down the driver's side of the vehicle, you'll notice the flares, the side mirror, the door handles. Those are all part of the Wild Track kit out to the vehicle, along with the Wild Track badging as well. You'll notice we also have a side step fitted to the vehicle, help anyone else on the shorter side to get in and out of the vehicle as well, especially since it does have that lift kit. Now, we do have an indicator built into our side mirror there. Does just give everyone a better idea of whether you're turning, merging, indicating or anything like that. And if we look above, you'll also see that we have our weather shields fitted to the vehicle too. It is a full set of weather shields, so it is on every window of the vehicle. And it does just help give you that little bit of a breeze if you are driving and it is raining and you do want a bit of fresh air. Looking down onto our second alloy wheel here, again, same as the first one, excellent condition on the wheel and heaps of tread on that tyre as well, so not something you'll have to worry about in a hurry. Moving around, you'll notice we have our 4x4 badging on there as well, being that it is a four-wheel drive vehicle. And then coming around to the back, again, you'll notice we do have that gunmetal grey continuing in that step there. Now, that step is very handy for anyone on the shorter side if you need to get anything out of the tub, or if you just want to get something out of the tub without opening up the whole thing. You'll also notice we have the tow pack fitted to the vehicle. We'll run through some of the weights and everything when we do get to the engine of the vehicle. Now, you've got your Wild Track badging, Ranger badging and your Ford badging. Now, underneath your Ford badge, you'll see we have a factory reverse camera fitted in there. And then if we open up the tub itself, you'll see we do have a tub liner fitted, factory floor mats as well, the Wild Track floor mats, and then you do have the roll and lock top as well. So it's simple as just pushing it to open it and then pulling the handy cord to close it back up. We'll come back and close that later. Closing the actual tub itself, there are some very minor dents just on the lip there, but nothing to be concerned about, being that it is a typical work vehicle. Looking down onto our third alloy wheel, again, excellent condition on the wheel and heaps of tread on that tyre. Now, we do have the little cutout on the flare for the fuel cap as well. And with your fuel cap, you do just push it in and you can open it up. Now, that will not open if the vehicle is locked, and you'll see you do have diesel written on there as well. Now, looking down this side of the vehicle, nothing to be really concerned about. There is just a very minor chip in the paint on the handle here. But nothing to be concerned about at all. And if we keep moving down to our fourth alloy wheel, again, you'll see much the same as the other two. Excellent condition on the wheel and heaps of tread on the tyre as well. So what we'll do now is we'll pop open the bonnet and have a look at the engine. So looking at the engine of the 2017 Ford Ranger XLT now, this is a 5-cylinder, 3.2 litre turbo diesel engine, and the vehicle itself is a 6-speed automatic. On the safety side of things, you've got a 5-star NCAP safety rating with a total of 6 airbags throughout. and you'll be looking at 147 kilowatts of power and 470 newton meters of torque. Now this will really help you out on the towing side of things. With this you do get a 3.5 tonne braked towing capacity as well. On the fuel side of things, you've got an 80 litre capacity diesel tank using roughly 8.7 litres per 100 kilometres, giving you an average of 920 kilometres to a tank. But of course that's dependent on how you drive, any weight in the back, and if you are towing. So inside the Ranger now, and starting on our driver's side door, we have all of our power window controls, with our driver's side being auto, both up and down, and our window lock as well. So if anyone in the back is getting a bit annoying playing with the window, you can just lock it instead. Just above our door handle, we do have our central locking with a little light that lights up on the lock button that shows when all your doors are locked. Now looking through our steering wheel, we have all of our headlight controls on a little dial here, along with our fog lights on and off button, and our little control to change the illumination inside our cluster as well. Now you do have automatic headlights in this model, so you can just flick it to auto and let the car do all of the work for you. Just above that, we've got all of our power mirror controls with a little button that flicks in our side mirrors as well. So if we are getting into a tight parking space or parking on the side of the road, we can just flick our mirrors in, make it nice and easy and not risk getting them knocked off. On our right hand stalk here, we've got our indicators, both left and right, and our high beams and our lane departure warning as well. And then over onto our left hand stalk here, we do have our wiper controls, and we also have automatic wipers in this model as well. Now on the steering wheel itself, beautifully leather wrapped, and we've got all of our controls for the screen on the right hand side of our cluster here, so we can cycle through things like our fuel, our engine temperature, our tachometer, our rev tacho. When we are in our sports shift as well, it does show what gear you're in as well. You can also just see your speedometer as well, distance until empty, and you've also got your trip computer and everything on there as well. Now moving on to, just below that, we've also got our cruise control settings with adaptive cruise control in this model too, so you can just set the distance that you are from the car in front of you as well, and the car will do most of the work for you on that front too. Moving on to the left hand side, we've got all of our infotainment controls, which also come up on a little screen on the left hand side of our cluster as well. So you can seek through your stations as well, and your modes as well, and then you've got your volume, your voice activation, and your Bluetooth as well. Moving into our centre screen, I'll just pop the car into reverse so you can see the clarity on the reversing camera. Now you've also got the lines that move to show you where you'll end up as well. Beautiful view of your tow bar there too, so you'll know exactly when you're lining up to whatever you are towing. And you've also got a little picture of your car there with where your sensors are as well. So when you are parking, you do get a nice view of your sensors. Now on the head unit itself, obviously when you do use the buttons, things do come up on there as well. Touchscreen head unit, so you've got your audio controls, all of your different sources, so your AM, FM radio, digital radio, CD and Bluetooth. Your dual zone climate controls on there as well, and your passenger can be a different temperature to the driver of course. Bluetooth controls, satellite navigation as well, so there we are on Kangan Drive there. And then in your app screen, that's where your Apple CarPlay and your Android Auto come into play as well. Moving down from that, you've got your hazards button right there, nice front and centre. All of your hard buttons for your infotainment with your CD slot. All of your hard buttons for your heating and cooling as well. And then 2 covered 12 volt sockets as well. And then just below that, 2 USB sockets, a handy storage area, and then just your buttons for your parking sensors, traction control, rear diff lock and downhill descent as well. Now moving back to the gear stick here, again you do have the sports shift there, so as you shift through the gears it does come up on your centre display as well. Just next to that you do have your 4-wheel drive selector, so we've got 2 high, 4 high and 4 low. 2 cup holders, hard handbrake, and then inside our center console we've got a little tray for like coins and things like that. And then we also have a vent in here as well that you can close or leave open, so if you did want to use it to keep some drinks cool, you can. I'll just let my camera person pan around a bit, show you the beautiful condition that the interior of this vehicle is in, and show you just how well it has been looked after. Thank you for watching the walk around video on the 2017 Ford Ranger XLT. I hope it's given you some insight as to why this is the vehicle that is right for you. Now, this car does qualify for a premium mechanical protection plan that we do offer. It is an additional cost, but it does cover you for 5 years, up to 200,000 kilometres of coverage, over 181 components in the car, and it gives you 10 years of platinum roadside assist as well. If you'd like to hear more about this car, take this car for a test drive, or just have a chat about that premium mechanical plan, or even just have a chat with our finance guys, please give us a call on 9907 0555. And just before I go, please go check out our Google reviews. We're holding a 4.8 star rating with over 830 reviews at the moment, so it does give you a lot of trust, a lot of faith that you are putting your trust into the right people as well. So once again, that number to call is 9907 0555.